There. Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. Ayala here. Today we're reading Armadilly Chili by Helen Ketterman, illustrated by Will Terry. This is a real fun book. Are you ready? Miss Billy Armadilly skit-scat-skitter down the lane. A blue northerner's a-blowin', and my old cold bones are rattling for a pot of hard armadilly chili, she said. She was gathering beetles when her friend Tarantula passed by. Tex. Hey, Tex! I'm making a pot of armadilly chili, said Miss Billy. How about tapping your toes this way, helping me gather a box full of beetles? Tex wiggled his long, jiggly legs. Shucks, Miss Billy, I'm going dancing tonight. Then I'll fix my box of beetles myself, harumphed Miss Billy. She don't look too happy there. When she finished, Miss Billy headed for her garden. She was picking jalapeno peppers and chipotle chilies when Mackie, the bluebird, swooped down from his bush. A cold northerner's a-blowin', Mackie. How's about whistling us a tune and helping me pick a peck of peppers for my armadilly chili, said Miss Billy. Not today, Miss Billy, said Mackie. I'm shaking my tail feathers to the movie. Miss Billy snorted. Then I'll pick a peck of peppers myself. Well, After she finished, Miss Billy scurried to the prickly pear cactus patch and started chippity-chop-chopping. Her friend Taffy, a horned toad, looked down from her rock. How's a gal supposed to concentrate with such a racket going on? Taffy, I'm chopping cactus for my armadilly chili, said Miss Millie. How's about helping me chop a chunk or two? I hope she says yes. Can't you see I'm lacing my skates? I'm skating the day away, said Taffy. Miss Billy's face turned red. Then I'll do the chopping myself. When her basket was full, Miss Billy hurried home. She began to fix her armadilly chili. She mixed and stirred and cooked and stirred some more. Soon the armadilly chili bubbled on the stove. Ooh, let's all stir. Show me how you stir. Mix and stir. Good job. Miss Billy was carrying out the trash when Tex tottered up. Howdy, Miss Billy, said Tex. It's mighty cold night and I could smell that armadilly a-cooking all the way home by the dance hall. Miss Billy plunked in the lid on the trash can. I have a saying, Tex. No working with Billy, no sharing the chili. I'm afraid you danced yourself out of dinner, cowboy. Whoa! I'm sorry you feel that way, Miss Billy. Tex whirled around and hurried home. Miss Billy stood there, feeling sour as a scorpion. Suddenly, Mackie blew in on a cold breeze. It's a rough wind a-blowing, Miss Billy, but I could face it if I could warm myself with a bowl of that fine-smelling armadilly chili. Sorry, Mackie, snapped Miss Billy. No working with Billy, no sharing the chili. Maybe remembering that movie will keep you warm. Mackie's tail feathers drooped and he flew away. Yikes. Miss Billy went inside to stir and taste the chili. It needed a little something. She dropped a few more peppers in the pot. Ding dong. Miss Billy answered the door. Taffy stood there shivering. I'm a-freezing, Miss Billy. Could I beg a bowl of your hot armadilly chili? She chattered. Miss Billy shook her head. Everyone shake your head like this. Land sakes, Taffy. A horned toad with goosebumps is one sorry sight. But no working with Billy, no sharing the chili. Taffy shivered and skated away. Finally, the chili was done. It smelled delicious. Everyone smell? Delicious. Miss Billy took a taste. Her ears drooped. Her armadilly chili just wasn't right. It tasted flat as a Texas prairie. She checked her recipe. She hadn't forgotten anything. What was wrong? She looked around. Her kitchen was warm and bright and cozy. Outside, the wind howled and whistled. Miss Billy peered out the window into the darkness. I know what I forgot, she said. Ding dong. The doorbell rang again. Miss Billy opened the door. Mackie, Tex, and Taffy stood in front of her. She gasped, land snakes! Your noses are as blue as I feel. What are you carrying there? They all have bags. Sacks full of apologies, Tex said. Well, come on in, said Miss Billy. I brought a thermos of hot apple cider for sipping with friends, Mackie said. I brought hot jalapeno biscuits for sopping with friends, Tex said. And I brought homemade chocolate fudge to sweeten us up, Taffy added. Miss Billy hugged them all. Friends, that's what armadillo chili was missing. The four friends set the table together, then talked and laughed long into the cold, blistering night. And the armadillo chili was perfect. Let me hear you. Perfect. The end. See you later, boys and girls.